Hello. I sort of fired ahead, took a couple of photographs, so hopefully I'll put them on this video, but more than likely I'll forget. Welcome to the world of ADHD. Haven't got a clue what it is, don't even know anything about it, but supposedly I have it. Well, 2.5 years waiting list for to get the test. So I just ignore everyone that mentions it. It's supposedly a part of ADHD. Okay, learned a lesson a while ago. When you're doing these videos, make sure you've fed and watered yourself. A lovely cup of coffee. Because the last time I was doing videos, all I experienced was rumbling tummy from fasting. Plus that old sluggish brain. Right, so what we have done is, I need to get that out of the way. That's actually, do you know something? There's a comparison between the two. That's a resin model. Obviously a plastic click together. Its own base. But you can see the difference in the colour. That's painted the proper colours. This is painted sort of a darker green. I think that's 117 Humber. Excuse me. Let's see. Yeah, 117 Humber. I do have a bright olive, which is sure used. But if truth be told, I like the darker colour. I don't like the brighter olive. I don't know why. And the good thing about I see a lot of people asking questions about why do you put a base on the bottom. So a lot of people inquiring about this type of a lot of people have been inquiring about rapid fire reloaded and why do people base their tanks, and I've seen that in a couple of Facebook groups and some of the Reddit bases, but a lot of it's personal choice, you know. I never based my models, never, ever, and never how long I've been following this hobby, and it wasn't until I started doing rapid fire that I noticed a lot of people basing their outfits, you know. So I thought to myself, why? And then I realised that it's better whenever you're transporting your stuff around, especially when you put it in the cases. I noticed that when I was putting mine in the cases, that during the moving about or transporting them, they were banging into each other inside the boxes, even with the cotton wool, and I was losing guns, aerials, lights, gradually over time. So then I realised, yeah, if I put them on the bases, you know, as people say, that it protects them, and it does. I have less breakages and less damage over the years now by basing them. Plus, it's really handy for stats. You can put its name, its details, target class. Really crap target class. 4. Gun class 2, which is decent, especially as it was built to take out the big German guns or tanks. Also very fast. Explosives, 3d6, and VMD 1. Mind you, I can't see the VMG on this. Yeah, there's no VMG shown on that, even though probably not enough detail on it to be honest with you, but on this one, yep. Actually, no, that's lights. Not on that either. So basically, if you're playing a match, playing a game, your stats will be on the bottom, so there's no going looking through the book. Keeps your immersion going too when you're playing the games. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a wee bit more weathering. They're not weathered enough. They've got a bit of brown muck and dirt and stuff, but I want to bring up bits of metal. I'm going to get it for a light brown. Dry brush it. That's a bit too bright, definitely. I want to use the Humber brown. And a wee bit of silver too, let me see. So hit up our light brown, dry brush a wee bit of metal on the various angles of the tank, and then I've thrown I was thinking of throwing a tone on, but I don't really need to throw a tone on. I don't know how good this light is. I had to get one of them bloody separate lights, with the ring lights, because yeah, the videos are crap. Just can't really see the detail on the tanks. But it does look dark, and it looks like it's already been done in a dark tone. So I don't want to make it too dark. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll do one in the dark tone just to see what it comes out like. Then once that dries, I'll hit it with a varnish. There's varnish on it, it's just to protect all the decals and stuff, but the varnish is, it's too glossy for my liking, so I have a nice matte Vallejo varnish. So my dry brush, what I tend to like for dry brushing is the flat brushes. Ones that don't have a thick bristle, you know. I wanted to gently hit the corner. not spread it. What's the best one to do first? Brown, yeah. At this point, you know, once you've got your model built and your paint, it's really down to preferences at this stage. You know, for your weathering. Try and get a bit more in, that's a bit ridiculous. The thing is, you get people are dry brushing, and when they're doing it, they're not seeing the results of the dry brush because it's just not very noticeable. What I find when you're dry brushing, you should build it up in stages. So do it, see how it looks. And then if you don't think it's strong enough, hit it again and again. There's no harm in it. Now what I noticed in a few of my tanks when I've been doing it, I focus a lot on the base or the chassis. And I noticed I was not really hitting the turd as much. I've consciously tried to make sure it doesn't happen. I mean, if you even look, you won't even see much on it, bar here, you know? And that's the way it should be. And then you can hit it with a brighter colour or lighter colour, which some people do white, but I find white's too strong, so I'm going to hit it with the silver. So when you're dry brushing, or I think it's called weather nowadays, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get it at the angles where it is most angles. So up, down, left, right. Okay, so that I'm done. Then we hit it with a matte finish, and that is it, finished. I have a tendency to forget about washing my brushes, so I'm making a proper attempt and making sure I wash them. So leave them to the side. Now, I would advise you to wait till the weathering dries before applying the varnish. One of the reasons why I'm just jumping straight into varnishing, this was the first one that I weathered, and I noticed when I was holding the tank that it dried very quickly. Not too sure why, but that mightn't be the case for others, so just wait till your weathering dries beyond tacky, you know. Now this matte varnish will bring that hint of gloss down. I find that the gloss is okay if you're doing that type of, you know, wet Normandy look. God, you still can't see what I'm doing. This is wildness. I can understand why people are spending flipping thousands on cameras and lights. It's not happening to me, like, for this wee stupid channel, so but it's so bloody annoying that you can never get your camera set up properly. It'll drop the shininess down a half a notch. Plus the old double coat of varnish, the gloss varnish and the matte varnish, definitely protect the decals of the paints. Actually get a wee bit of matte on them because the soldier shouldn't be shiny. And I'm going to throw another coat on this while I have it out. Because I'll be honest with you, it doesn't even look like it's been varnished when I was looking at it earlier. You can sort of tell when you look at the paint, you know, the paint just looks typical matte, you know. There's no sheen off it or no, so you know it hasn't been varnished. I think that is them done. They say if you start messing around with them, you can sort of overdo it, you know. Yeah, that would fit me. Okay, this is the finished models. Just before this you would have seen the models whenever they were nearly finished, they hadn't been weathered. They were glossed to cover the decals. And these ones have been dry brushed with a light brown to hit the angles and corners, and a wee bit of silver dry brushing too on the wheels, tracks and so on. They really came out well. I'm happy enough with these. Don't forget how small these models are, and they're difficult enough to paint, you know, but yeah, good order. Another successful batch ready for the Normandy book. The last 2 scenarios I've yet to play. Should be fun. But anyway, I'll try and catch you back in another couple of weeks with another one. I'm looking to do a couple of planes, and might start building a couple of... I need to finish off bunkers, and I need to finish off a couple of wee units or squads of British, definitely for the Normandy books. All the best. Bye for now.